Welcome to the Mesmerizing Marketing Podcast, where we take a deep dive into the latest marketing trends, tools, and tips, and provide you with the top resources you need to thrive and make your marketing mesmerizing. And now, here's your host, Dimple Dang.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. All right, guys. Now that we've gotten the hellos out of the way, and I'm sure you guys have seen all of these all over Instagram and TikTok of the Hi, Barbie and the Barbie-inspired outfits, Barbie, the movie, has created an entire Barbie movement. So today we're going to go behind the scenes of Barbie, the movie, and the making of the movie. And I have to say, you guys, I went to go see it yesterday. I absolutely loved it. And no worries, not going to spoil the moment by telling you everything that happened, but we are going to dive a little bit into what some key elements of the movie were. But before we even dive into all of that, let's dive into the history of Barbie, shall we? All right, guys, so the history of Barbie dates all the way back to 1959 when it was first introduced by Mattel, which is a Southern California toy company. And the doll was the brainchild of Ruth Handler, who was one of the co-founders of Mattel. And Ruth was inspired by watching her young daughter, who was named Barbara, and she called her, in quotes, Barbie Handler, play with paper dolls of adult women and daydream about her future aspirations. So the very first Barbie doll was actually known as Barbie Millicent Roberts, and it was unveiled on March 9th of 1959, and it stood at 11 inches tall, and this doll had the figure of an adult woman, and obviously it was made of plastic, and the physical appearance was modeled after German Bild Lily doll, which was known as a risque gag gift for men based on a cartoon character featured in the West German newspaper Bild Zeitung. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's Zeitung. There you go. And by the way, shall we take a moment to actually check out my outfit and my jewels? I tried to put on some glam for this episode because we know that Barbie likes her glam and her sparkles and her sprinkles and her rhinestones. And we are going to be exuding Barbie all summer long because it's going to be a Barbie summer, you guys. All right, so let's talk about in 1958 when Barbie first came out. She actually faced some criticism from mothers because they felt that the doll had too much of a figure, that, she was too curvy and all that. And this was back in the 1950s, so you can imagine. So what happened is Mattel did something really brilliant. They actually advertised this doll to be for children, and they promoted it to be a doll for children, and that proved to be very successful, and Barbie gained popularity among children very, very quickly. All right, so it's also important to note that the movie was actually announced 14 years ago, you guys. So this is really exciting that it's finally come out. And so the Barbie movie is starring Margot Robbie as Barbie and Ryan Gosling as Ken. And there's also some other interesting cast members in there, and you can check that out for yourself. Now, here's a really interesting part about this is the official marketing campaign. So there's a rumor going around about what the official marketing campaign budget was. And a rumor, according to advertising data outlet Radar, is that it's $100 million or so. So we don't know exact numbers, but that's kind of what's been circulating out there. So that's a huge marketing budget, you guys. And you can imagine with spending that much on marketing, of course, the Barbie movie is going to want to recoup their investment and then some. And trust me, it's going to blow it out of the water. So you've been looking at social media, like scrolling through Instagram, and you've been looking at the Barbie page. And if you read some of the comments, it's interesting to see that a lot of people are saying that the marketing team for Barbie deserves an Emmy. And I absolutely agree. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how many people do they have on their marketing team to do such a big task that they did and to create such a big buzz and viral factor when it comes to the Barbie movie? Well, we don't know how many team members that were on the Barbie marketing team, but what we do know is they totally over-delivered, and they also worked long hours to get everything they needed to get done by the deadline, especially for the movie. And I have to say, that everyone's been raving about it on all the social media threads, and they really, really do deserve an Emmy. And in this case, they definitely lived up to the hype. What do you guys think? Do you agree? I think they lived up to the hype. So here's the other important thing to know is if a film doesn't do well, and on the other spectrum, the marketing department usually is the one to come under scrutiny, right? So in this case, the Barbie movie, it's going to blow it out of the water. It's really going to do well. And I just saw it yesterday and amazing, amazing, amazing. And it's a kind of movie that you actually want to go and see more than one time because the first time you watch it, you're trying to understand the storyline, you're trying to take everything in. But the second time you watch it, it's almost like you can appreciate things like the sets and the wardrobe and the outfits and everything and really take notice to little things, even mannerisms and all of that. But I have to say, while watching the movie, and I've never really had this happen in like a long time, I could see a smile coming over my face. So I was watching the movie and I was like smiling because it was literally just a joyful type of movie. It was a fun vibe, very fun, very like just, playful, and almost like there was a little bit of like innocence or a little bit of naiveness that Barbie had. And so here's one of the things I will tell you. Barbie did not want to kiss Ken. Poor Ken had his heart broken. And, he kind of went on this little journey, right? So Barbie, the whole movie, it's about how Barbie lives in a Barbie land and they show Barbie land. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit without telling you too much, so don't worry, you can still watch the movie. But when you think about Barbie land and you've seen the trailer for the movie and it's just this beautiful pink and everything's there and there's these like slide that Barbie slides down and it's just like a dream playhouse, right? And what's interesting is that Barbie gets called to go to the real world. And I'm not going to tell you why because you have to watch the movie, but she gets called to go into the real world. So now we've got Barbie running around in the real world. And she even ends up at the Mattel headquarters. And this is based in Los Angeles Century City. And what's interesting is it's just interesting to see these dolls come to life, Barbie and Ken, and they're roaming through the streets of Los Angeles and they're literally running away. They get arrested a couple of times. So, there's a lot of stuff going on that's very interesting and that adds to the element of, okay, this is how they're navigating through life in real life. So let's go back to talking about the marketing aspect of it, right? So if you've been looking anywhere online, like if you've been looking on Amazon, Good American Store, even probably Zara and, Burger King in Brazil, you're going to see that there's been so many brand collaborations with Barbie and Barbie X. In fact, if you guys want me to make another episode about Barbie showing you what some of these brand collaborations are, I would be happy to do so because I ordered a bunch of things from the brand collaborations from Amazon and I can actually link them in the show notes for you of this video. So you guys can also get those and I can do another video on that. But here's the interesting thing. Barbie brand partnerships have been popping up everywhere. And in fact, Mattel had over 100 promotional partners. Let me repeat that. Over 100 promotional partners. So there are all type of different collaborations with retail partners. And these retail partners and the collaborations, they really helped drive sales to Barbie merchandise. And I would also say that, of course, the movie is driving a lot of sales to Barbie dolls itself. They even have a limited edition doll. All right, so let's talk about what some of these 100 collaborations consisted of, okay? So it consisted of Good American, there's different brands at Amazon that were participating, there's The Gap, there's Barbie X Bloomingdale's, and there's these hot pink suitcases that are a luxury luggage brand called BEIS, and also a capsule collection with sneaker brand called Superga. And then also a lot of makeup and skincare sets. There's so many of those. And then accessories with Fossil, which is a watch and accessory brand. And then also a full-on assortment of clothes and accessories at Hot Topic. And Hot Topic has become a fandom type of obsession with millennial nostalgia. And then it's also important to note that Trisha Paytas, she did a haul video of every Hot Topic X Barbie piece. You guys could probably look that up and check it out. And then furniture brand Joybird has a slate of Barbie Dreamhouse inspired seating. So that is amazing. And I'm sure even at Wayfair, even though they may not have collaborated, they have the most amazing pink furniture. So if you ever need something for your office or for your living room, you can check there as well. And then Brazil, well, they did a limited edition Barbie cheeseburger that's dressed with actually a pink sauce. Now, I don't know about you, but a cheeseburger with pink sauce, that sounds a little bit strange to me. I don't know if I could do that, but hey, let's go Barbie. And this is interesting. And so there's a dating app called Bumble, which you guys might be familiar about. And what's interesting is that Bumble has collaborated with Barbie and Ken to give dating tips and advice. It's quite interesting though, because, Ken actually couldn't really get a kiss from Barbie in the movie. I don't know how much dating advice that's going to be. But in the end, there were some important takeaways in their relationship. And, you can kind of see what happens in the movie. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm going to just zip it. All right. And what's interesting is there's a lot of apps too that are incorporating the Barbie type of vibes and all kind of different things. So there's I think Prequel has something where you can put your photo in and basically push a button and it turns you into a doll. So there's all of these different things popping up. I mean, everywhere you look, it's literally Barbie land. So if you're not a fan of Barbie, I don't know, this might be a little bit annoying for you, but for all you Barbie fans and all you non-Barbie fans, I know you're probably even going to check out the movie just out of curiosity, because I'm sure you're curious to see what all the buzz is about. Why does Barbie have the whole world buying Barbie items, spending money, ordering things, everything pink, right? I'm wearing pink right now. I've got my pink nails. They might look purple in this light, but they're actually pink. And I will link them in case you want to get the same polish, because I'm also an Amazon Live influencer. So if you don't know that, that's one more thing that I do. So what's interesting, without giving away, exactly what happened in the Barbie movie, the movie really used Barbies as a toy and a brand to reflect on, real life issues such as issues of gender, feminism, body image, and the American dream. And she did talk about how everyone has the right to be anyone that they want to be. And I think that scene in the movie was very inspirational, because she's saying, it's not just Barbie, it's more than Barbie. You can be a doctor, you can be an actress, you can be a psychologist, you can be, an entrepreneur, you can be anything that you want to be. And I think that is what Barbie should be about, is inspiring kids and the younger generation that when they grow up, that they can make their dreams come true, just like Barbie did, because Barbie has so many different dolls. And if you look through the history, there's a lot. There's even one that was in the movie. There was one doll that they showed that was a sugar daddy doll. I thought that was really funny. Sugar daddy. But, it kind of reminded me of Hugh Hefner, actually. So since you know that Barbie has been around since 1959, you can realize that it's actually gone through so many different changes, and now the brand is totally grown up. So now the Barbie, the woman of 2023, she's actually fearless and she gets out into the real world. And that wasn't the case for Barbie back in the 70s when, people were playing with Barbie. It was unrealistic, and in terms of the physical attributes, right, which are unattainable for any real person, because there's not that many people in real life that actually look like a Barbie. That might be maybe 1% of the population, I would say. But really, that throughout the years, Barbie's now sending a message to girls that if they want to be a doctor, an astronaut, whatever, that anything is possible. And the Barbie brand has done an amazing job of keeping up with all of these changes and expectations that society has of women over the years. And they've actually just in 2023, they're saying that they can be fearless and they can do anything that they want. So I'm going to read you a quote by Sherry Lambert. Sherry Lambert is a professor of marketing, And she said that the marketing of Barbie is also special because they're selling two brands at once, the movie and the toy, and they've marketed it so that they're collaborating and selling both at once. And that's very, very true. So thank you for sharing that, Sherry Lambert. And that's true. That's exactly happening. Here's another quote in an article from Sherry Lambert that I really liked. She said, "Because it's fun and people want to be happy, Barbie and Ken are fun and happy. Pink is a fun, happy color, and brands are jumping on the bandwagon. Emotion sells, happiness sells, sadness sells, sex appeal sells." And that was by Sherry Lambert, who is a marketing professor. And another thing to note is that people love everything in themes. They love themed parties, they love themed cocktails, they love different theme events. Like, remember when people used to have a lot of white parties in the summertime? So now I can actually see a lot of pink parties that are going to be popping up. And because people love themes, and what's interesting is Mattel, the creators of the Barbie brand, have really found a way to monetize by creating excitement around so many collaborations with everything pink. I mean, everything pink, there's over hundreds of collaborations out there, and they might even still be adding more collaborations as we speak. So, on opening weekend, the Barbie movie is expected to rake in around 95 to $100 million in the United States alone, because the Barbie movie will also be showcasing in other countries. I don't know what exactly those countries are, but you can look that up. But what's interesting is that's just in the weekend alone. So, what's your prediction on how much money you think the Barbie movie is going to make for the entire time that it runs in theaters? Let me know. Comment below. And then, can you guess how much money was spent to actually produce the Barbie movie? So it was $145 million, but that's a lot of money for a movie, right? But you know what? This is not just any movie. They did a lot into creating the outfits and the sets and everything that had to be done, and, cinematography, everything that's involved in creating an amazing film. And amazing it was. And I cannot say that you will be disappointed. The movie is worth watching for sure. And the other thing that's interesting is the main actors in the cast. So Margot Robbie, who plays Barbie, and then Ryan Gosling, who plays Ken, when they're doing their press tours all over the United States and going to London and going to different countries, they're actually staying in character as well. And I think that has so much appeal because it's all about the brand, right? They're living, eating, living that brand, that Barbie life brand, right? And that's really interesting because when you have a brand, it is something that you should be living and embodying 24 hours a day. And that's one thing I would say that absolutely they nailed it. They did an amazing job. So when Barbie first wanted to announce the movie, they released the trailers on social media, and that created a big viral buzz where people shared them, they commented, and it just grew really, really quickly because of the virality of platforms like TikTok and Instagram. And Mattel did an amazing job of making sure that the creative and the production side of the project, they ensured that the Barbie movie really stayed true to the Barbie brand. Because when you think about it, you wouldn't want a movie and then it doesn't represent the Barbie brand. Because when you have a brand, right, that brand promise, the brand voice of how it makes someone feel. And I remember watching the movie yesterday, and it made me feel like I was a little girl and I was playing with Barbie. And it actually made me think about, you know what? I want to go out and I want to buy a Barbie or two. And I just want to have it in my apartment because I feel like it's going to bring me that happiness. It's going to bring me that fun vibe back. And it's all about how you can make people feel. So when it comes to a brand, if you can make people feel amazing, then they're going to want to have more of that. And because it's something that people experience, right? Experiences are irreplaceable. Remember that. Experiences are irreplaceable. So if you can make someone experience something, that's something that they're going to want to get back. If someone has a great time, they're going to remember that. That's a memory that's instilled in their brain. They're going to want to make sure that they can experience that whole experience again to get that adrenaline rush of happiness and joy. So I hope you guys are enjoying this episode so far. And if you are, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing another episode on Barbie where I'm going to actually show you some of the brand collaborations that they did. And I'm going to be showing you in the video like the actual products. But make sure you share this out. Make sure you also subscribe to my new YouTube channel. So yes, for those of my Mesmerizing Marketing audience members who have been listening in, I do have a YouTube channel and it is going to be linked in the show notes so you guys can check that out as well. And guess what? You guys are not going to believe this. In Malibu, they have actually built a real life Barbie house. And I'm going to play a clip for you guys of that video of that house so you can see what it looks like. But from what I hear, it's kind of like an Airbnb. But I would tell you, I'd love to go check it out and stay there. It would be a great Instagram opportunity. But if you are in the area, definitely go drive by and check it out. But let me play a clip for you guys. All right, you guys, I'm sharing my screen. So I'm going to actually turn this on for you guys. We might have to remove the music though, because I don't know if it's trademarked, but we'll look into that later. But check out this little clip. How beautiful and interesting. Got the roller rolling disco, the mini gym, barbecue area in pink. Oh, and of course, Ken put his name instead of Barbie. And then look, it's got a sandbox decorated Barbie style. And then Ken is hosting, so then of course he's got his cowboy hats and his faux fur coat. And this one is listed on Airbnb ahead of the July release. I like that outdoor area. And look at their outfits. Oh yeah, that pink dress. You love that one. And then of course there's a horse. All right. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys are going to be sporting your favorite Barbie outfits, make sure you tag me. My social media handles are going to be listed down below. And also I'm going to put some links into some of the Barbie products that you might be interested in checking out. But have an amazing, amazing day. And we'll see you next time on Mesmerizing Marketing. And I do have to say this. Bye, Barbie. Bye, Barbie. Bye, Barbie. Bye, Barbie. Bye, Ken. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. All right, it's a wrap. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Barbie. Bye, Barbie.
Thank you for listening to the Mesmerizing Marketing Podcast. If you found this episode valuable, please subscribe to the show so you don't ever miss an episode. And also share it with your friends. Dimple would be so grateful if you could take a minute to leave a review and visit the podcast website to check out all the latest episodes at www.mesmerizingmarketingpodcast.com. That's www.mesmerizingmarketingpodcast.com. And follow Dimple on Clubhouse. Her handle is @marketingexpert. And also join her Mesmerizing Marketing Club, also on Clubhouse, for live rooms on top marketing strategies for entrepreneurs and business owners who want to mesmerize their marketing.